In a bustling city, there lived a young man, Raghav. Orphaned at a young age, he had never known what it felt like to be truly held, not by family nor by life. But from the silence of the orphanage grew something rare: quiet discipline, deep honesty, and an unshakable sense of responsibility. He worked hard, earned a full scholarship, completed his degree, and got a modest job at a software company. No luxuries, but peace. His rent, meals, and simple life were all self-earned. Then, like a sudden storm, everything collapsed. The company shut down without notice. No severance, no second chances. He applied for jobs, ate once a day, cut expenses, sat in the dark when the electricity was disconnected. Still, no work came. Then one morning, the landlord knocked. "You've run out of time," he said. Raghav pleaded, but the decision was final. By dusk, he stood on the street with 2 bags and no direction. His house now just a memory. With tired feet and a heavier heart, he walked, not toward a solution, but away from despair. Eventually, his path led him to the outskirts of the city, where an old temple sat beneath a sacred peepal tree. There, as always, sat a sadhu, known simply as Baba, silent, still, yet deeply present. Raghav sat before him and finally whispered, "I tried everything. I studied, worked honestly, stayed humble. But I've lost my job, my home, everything. Why does life punish the good?" Baba listened, then asked, "Do you know the story of Shree Ram's exile?" Raghav nodded faintly. Baba's eyes softened. "Let me tell you, not as a tale, but as a teaching. Shree Ram was set to be crowned king, a moment of glory, love, and reward. Yet in one breath, he was asked to give it all up and walk into exile for 14 years, not for his fault, but to honor his father's promise. He didn't argue. He didn't cry. He walked, barefoot, calm, faithful, into the forest with Sita and Lakshman. But exile wasn't just a location. It was a transformation." Baba paused. "Do you know what he gained in that forest?" Raghav shook his head. In exile, Shree Ram learned the weight of Dharma in hardship. He faced betrayal, endured the loss of Sita, confronted Ravana, not just as a warrior, but as a man upholding truth under pressure. He met sages, learned patience beyond kingship, understood suffering from the eyes of the common people. He learned to lead not by power, but by principle. He became not just a prince, but Maryada Purushottam, the ideal of righteous character. Baba looked into Raghav's tired eyes. "You too have been sent into your forest, not to suffer, but to be shaped. What you call a breakdown may be your becoming. You are not broken. You are being built. Walk this exile like Shree Ram, not with fear but with grace. And when you come out the other side, you won't just have survived. You will have evolved." Raghav didn't respond immediately, but his tears, once heavy with defeat, now carried the first trace of understanding. He stood, no job, no home, but no longer empty. He wasn't lost. He was walking his Ramayana. Shree Ram's exile was not his fall. It was his rise. In suffering, he gained wisdom. In silence, he found strength. In the forest, he met his truest self. Your hardship too is sacred, not a punishment, but a preparation. If this story awakens something in you, comment below. Jai Shree Ram. Share your faith. Like, share, and subscribe to Epic Inspire Stories for soul-deep tales that remind you you're not lost, you're being led.